All right, let's look at the homework 2.2, problem number 7. All right, so we want to find the point where the graph has horizontal tangent line. All right, so let's do that. All right, again, horizontal tangent line indicates that you're going to have a slope is equal to 0, right? But if the slope is 0, then you're going to have the derivative is equal to 0. All right, so all you have to do is find the derivative, set it equal to 0. All right, so y prime is equal to 4 in front, x reduced the power by 1, so cubed, and then minus 2 times 2 is 4, x to the first power, derivative of 8 is 0. All right, so we're going to set this guy equal to 0. And the first thing I would do is I'm going to factor out the 4x because 4x is in common. All right, so if you pull out 4x from 4x cubed, you have x squared left over. If you pull out 4x from negative 4x, you have negative 1 left over. All right, so this is equal to 0. Then we can even factor out a little further. So you have factor this out. You get x plus 1 and x minus 1, right, equal to 0. All right, then you can see that here the x values are, right, so the product of 3 factors has to be 0, so at least one of them has to be 0. So either x is 0, x is negative 1, or positive 1, right? So we have 3 points, so smallest x value would be negative 1, right? Then all we have to do to find the corresponding y value is just to plug in negative 1 here. Right, so negative 1 to the 4th is positive 1, negative 1 squared is positive 1, so it's going to be 1 minus 2, so it's negative 1 plus 8, so this is going to be 7, right? And the next one is 0. If you plug in 0 into the original function, you get, of course, 8. And then if you plug in 1 into there, so that's going to be actually exactly the same as before, 7. All right, so those are the 3 points. All right, so let's type it in. All right, so smallest x value, so negative 1 comma 7. All right, and then we have 0 comma 8. And we have a positive 1 comma 7. All right, so let's check the answer. Submit for testing. All right, I came back and looks like we got these ones correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.